my God. So tell me about yourself. This is what I cannot rephrase or reward what we did yesterday. And I don't know if you took a look at this. And do you feel this makes sense? Because I was just trying to hit some of the key points of what I know it would be of interest to the interviewer based on what we've done. So being able to summarize this within that 5 minutes or 6 minutes of your telling me about yourself, would be helpful. So is Dada here?
Yes, I'm here, Lucky.
Yeah, okay, all right. So let's review this. If we feel this is good, or if you feel we should add or remove anything. I'm doing this because of the newbies, so I wanted to be able to relate with their experience and sound more knowledgeable to the manager or whoever is interviewing them. So this is the best, not the best, but this is what I came up with. So do we all think this is okay, or should we modify this?
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. I have been reading it out to myself, and I did not use 5 minutes. I don't know if I was rushing, but I think I'll probably be done with this in maybe 2 minutes. So
Okay.
how do I do that? Do I deliberately talk slowly, or I just try to buy time, because I'm trying to see how to use 5 minutes on this?
Good question. Good question. First of all, the first thing I would tell you is, remember, we from Africa, especially the Western Africa, we have what they call diphthongs. We have heavy accents. If we speak too fast, it's hard for maybe like the Caucasian to understand us. Okay. The same way someone from UK will have some hard time understanding an average American English with their slangs. The same way someone from New York have a hard time understanding someone from the South, like South Carolina, North Carolina, because of the accent, the same way. So to me, I will advise you speak calmly, slowly, and coolly, okay? Try to stress your sentence a little bit so it gives whoever is listening to you that opportunity to understand what you're saying because of the accent. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that would be my advice. But having said that, the more time you can save to talk more, the better. You don't necessarily have to spend 5 minutes on this, but whatever you are saying, don't try not to exceed that 5 minutes, because the interviewer might have some other question they want to throw at you. So if you can just summarize this in a cool, calm way within 2-3 minutes, it's okay. The key point is you hit on the main, on the key experience that they are looking for, and you've been able to present yourself knowledgeable to the hiring team. That's it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
And again, if you feel that you have some other skills that are related to IT, just put it here. For example, if you've worked with Mr. Dara now, I know he's into other IT kind of stuff, put it here. Just name it, okay? Any IT experience you have is a plus for you. It's a plus, okay? So you can put it here. So don't limit yourself to what I have here. this is just like give us an idea or like a template. You can modify these to like, okay, I want to add this to this line. I want to add these keys to this, and just make it yours.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mm.
I hope maybe if you permit, maybe before the end of class today, I can try out some. I can try out.
Okay, all right, yeah, sure. We can all do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. Any other thought? Nadia, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Have you been able to work on the resume template I sent? I think I might went out again.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. You went mute.
So I had issues with the other assignment. So I had to, that was what I was working on. But
Okay.
I did the one that you have to introduce yourself.
Okay.
I kind of read it and added like my own lingo to it.
Okay, good.
If that makes sense.
Do you want to share or you want to keep it secret?
No secret. Okay, but after
you-
Mr. Yomi goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But this, try and work on this on resume. You can send it to me or Ejiro or Dada to like help shape it or arrange it. But again, don't forget to leave this place the way. And if you want to add some more skills to this place, remove some skills. Like if you don't know how to use Python and Anaconda or that, you can remove it. But just add some more skills here. Whether the one you've used before, just add it here. And, all right, you can send that to me and we will review. Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Anybody have any other thing to say regarding this? No. Okay.
Yeah, Lucky.
Yeah.
The only other thing that I think they probably may have to add is just to have the strengths. Just okay, my strengths, I have eye for details and all of those few information.
Yeah, that's a good
Team
point.
player and all of those.
You
So
can
just
say
add,
my strength. Okay. My strength are I will say put client engagement, because people look at client engagement means you are able to interact with stakeholders, directors, CEO of a board, without any intimidation or afraid. You can interact with them. They can throw you hard questions and you can defend that question within the scope of your work and so on. Client engagement, team playing, team play, right?
yeah.
Team player,
Team player.
you can see team player management, how to manage team, you can add some stuff here, any other thing?
Ability for setting goals and achieving them.
Your ability to set goals and achieve. How do you spell achieve? Achieve them. Is it achieve or achieving them?
Yeah, achieving them, yeah.
Okay, achieve them. So a little trickier than there we do, But again, try and practice this on your own. And that's what we used to do in class. We might still do that if we have time today. Just try, someone will ask you the question, that you pretend that the person asking you that question is the interviewer. Practicing will just give you that confidence, of just to, how to sell yourself. This is your selling points, all right? My strengths. Okay. Any other question on this?
I think I want to add something.
Okay.
You know, it's actually for everybody because the trend of the whole thing is actually changing now. For some companies now, apart from the AI vetting the resume, so if peradventure you get to that stage, then the recruiter will now call you. You know, like Prof said that, okay, please tell me about yourself. It's actually the key point. Because I did some interviews, you know, with the recruiter themselves. And one of them was able to like tell me that, okay, after this conversation, if I didn't get back to you, that means you won't go further for the next stage. If I get back to you, that means you qualify to the next stage, right? Then the other one, he did not even tell me anything. He was like, okay, I need to like listen to you for a few minutes. Afterwards, I will reach out to you. So at the end of the day, after I did that interview, that guy didn't get back to me, right? So that shows maybe in the process whereby I was, you know, telling him about myself or something, maybe he couldn't find what he was looking for, blah, blah, blah. He didn't get back. But the other lady, she gave back to me and, you know, and also scheduled me for the further interview. So what am I saying is that this point is actually the selling point, right? Because most organizations, they don't have the time to even put you to the next level if they know the skills you have is not even matching. After the AI selection, that okay, the next one you are selling yourself is not going. From there, they cut you up. So I want us to like put more effort on this thing, and if there's any way we can, you know, practice more, you know, like also add what you've done in the past, always emphasizing on my last experience, my last project, stuff like that. I think it will also help.
All right, thank you for that. Now, speaking on that, like I said yesterday, after the first point, so I'm sorry, my son is disturbing. So after this, after the introduction, and then you introduce yourself, a lot of time they will go into Tableau drilling. Okay, they might also ask some questions on Tableau, you know, but then your Tableau skill, what you've done in the class, you just kick in. For example, they might tell you what is LOD and how do you use LOD, you know, what are different type of filters. Those ones are really they are really like all this kind of simple question like that. But a lot of the time, they use this, what we call the behavioral question to like see how you behave with the team, or how you integrate, or how you handle challenges. Okay, these are just the few ones that I've put together, and I have used this, and this is what I use over and over again. Okay, now the idea here is not for you to cram everything on your head. No, that's not the idea. The idea here is for you to know how the question might come and how to answer it. Like I said, no matter what question they throw to you using this behavioral question, whether you have had the experience or not, whether you have done it or not, just create a scenario in your head. And the easiest way to do that is to reference what you've done in the class. You know how you do a job, then something went wrong, and then you find out what was wrong, and then the solution you did, and what was the outcome of that solution. That is just what this is just trying to say. Okay. Now this is where I will throw it to each person, and you will try to answer. Now the idea here again is not to put you on the spot. Don't worry if you don't have the correct answer, but the whole idea is to give you the mentality of how this question works. Now, this is not just for only BI. No, any kind of corporate job, any kind of job, well-paid job, they use this star or behavioral question to interview, especially if you're going to be working with team or engaging with clients. They want to know your behavior, your attitude. So mastering this is going to help you not just on the BI, but it's going to help you to like understand how management want their team to behave. Okay. All right. So in this section here, I've kind of broken this down into like sections. Some of the questions might focus on teamwork. They want to know how you will fit into a team or how well you work within a team. You know, one of the questions they might ask is, tell me about a time when you had to work closely with someone whose personality was very different from yours. You understand? You know, like I said, we human beings, we have different attitudes. Okay, some people are very nasty. Some people have this, you know, I'm the best attitude. Some have I don't care attitude. Some just come to office smelling with their sweating on that. They don't care. You know, different personalities. How will you handle such person? Now, you might not have had this experience before, but again, you have to pretend that you've had it and just tell them what the solution was, okay? Now, before we dive deep, yeah, you can see here, we have what they call STAR interview method. So what this STAR stand for is what, again, what does the S stand for? Hello? Who can help us out? Dada,
Situation.
situation. Okay, let me type this out. Sorry, let me actually break this. Control Z. Okay, I don't want to break this. So the start for what? Situation.
Situation.
Okay.
Task, action,
action,
and results.
and result. So let me embody this. I'll send this. Did I send this to everyone today?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll send this one out.
Thanks.
Let me make this a little bit bold so you can understand it. So when they ask you this kind of question here, follow this method to answer it. You create a situation, a scenario, or an event. What was the task? What action you took, and what was the result? For example, let's take this number one question. Tell me about a time when you had to work closely with someone whose personality was very different from yours. I can say, there was this project I did. I had to work with an offshore team, and we have two different time zone. My 8 o'clock here is like their 6 p.m. their time. So that kind of create a conflict when we meet to go over some of those requirements. And because it's always late in their time in their country, I found out that he had to stay late in the office just to be able to like meet up with my time. And that kind of creates some kind of tension, some kind of arrogancy attitude from him. So I understood that, and I had to call him to say, okay, I know your time and my time is different, and you have to spend extra time waiting for me. What could be the best way that we could work together for this time frame and achieve the same result? I suggested that if convenience for him, he can always leave me a note or an email detailing what he has done for the day and what needs to be done when I resume in my time here. And I just continue that we have him not to wait for me. Or we can schedule a time whereby I have to like resume early in my time here, like 7 a.m., you know, have our meeting with him so he can close for the day and go home. He welcomed the idea of we meeting early, my time, which is 7 a.m., so that he can close early and I can start my work early as well. And with that, we were able to work together, deliver the project on time, and the attitude kind of changed, and we became friends after then. Up to date, we still keep in touch, you know, via LinkedIn, because after that project, we added ourselves on LinkedIn. He moved on, I moved on, but we still remain friends. Just for now, what I just said never happened. That's just the truth. But I just let them know that I can work with someone that have attitude. You get it? And it doesn't mean you are lying. This is just a scenario question. I know some of us that are spiritual. You say, I don't want to lie. It's not a lie. It's just for you to tell them how you will handle that situation if it does happen. Okay? Okay. Do we get it?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Now, let's take turn. I will start with maybe, is Ejiro here? No. Ejiro doesn't like us anymore. Where is she? Okay, she's not here. Okay. Dada, you can take a turn. Just tell us how you answer one of the questions, and then we can go around one by one, just taking this question on team playing, then we can go on client facing. I want you to practice this, because once you face the real interview manager, it's easier because you practice it. You are aware of this question. You won't be there thinking, oh, what is this? Because you've practiced. That's why we're spending time to practice this in this class. Okay? All right, Dada, take any question here and just tell us how you answer it. Read out the question and give us your answer.
Okay, all right. Let me take number 4 from the teamwork. We all make mistakes. We wish we could take back. Tell me about a time you wish you handled a situation differently with a colleague. Oh, okay. Thank you for that question. I remember there was a time in my previous employment when I was still working as a brand manager. We had a project, a couple of projects to deliver, but particularly there's a project that is time bound and we're about to launch our products and all of that. But we rely on, as a brand management person, so we rely on the creative team to also, turn out their creative so that we can go for approval and printing so we can meet the timeline. Apparently, there's one of the team, the creative guy, who's also my teammate, but basically is in a different department. It has been more like a pain in the ass, so to speak. Some of the time we need to meet timeline is not always forthcoming, and the situation went on, and at some point we're almost missing on all of our timeline. Having realized this, what I did was try as much and also to understand some of his challenges. On one of the occasions, we met at the cafeteria, and I tried to engage him and talk to him about the situation. Eventually, he opened up and let me understand that I then understood that he was having some challenges with his marriage and all of that. So as a result of that, I think that was one of the reasons why he's delaying on job and it's affecting his performance on duty and all of that. But when he said that, we had a lot of discussion. I also tried to encourage him on some things to do and all of that. So I again bought him coffee, and we had some drink. We enjoyed, we had some fun together and all of that. So after that, because of my engagement with him and because of my discussion with him and all of that, he also tried as much as possible he changed, so to speak. And after that, some of our, work that used to be delayed, we used to get them out on time. That's it. That's my response.
Oh, okay. All right. So please, the newbies, I'm going to call name. read the question out and just take the answer. All right.
Yeah, but this
from
did not happen anyway, so I just try to fabricate all these points.
Yeah, like I said, it never have to happen. Just again, the idea is to give the manager that you can handle such situation if it does happen. Okay. Chances are that it never happened even in their company too, you know. All right. Okay, so let's start with Nadia. Read out a question from here and tell us how you will handle it.
Okay. I would take number 3. Describe a time when you struggled to build a relationship with someone important, and how did you eventually overcome that? So I would say thank you for the question. I do realize that basically in life, everything is about communication and not just you seeing from your own perspective. And sometimes it's okay to see from other people's point of view. I once had a colleague that we were actually we were not meeting eye to eye. We always we had issues. Like I would see this a different way. I would bring up an idea and he would want to do it another way. But I had to come in terms that everyone has different perspective and I had to respect that. So in me respecting that, we were able to build in balance, and then we had a structure that worked for the both of us and we were able to work it out.
Yeah, good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Dara, I know you have experience in all of this, but let's share your experience. And let the newbies learn from you.
Okay, sorry, I'm still working at the same time, but I can answer one. I think somebody did number 3, right?
Yeah. You can just pick anyone. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I will say I'll do number 5.
Okay.
Thank you for this question. I once had a colleague in my previous organization who works in another division. I work in customer enablement, and he works in DISW. That's what they call it, department. But we work hand in hand. Sometimes you have to support the same client, or one I'm supporting the client. I need an information. I can pass on the information to the client, but I need that information from DISW. But there's this particular colleague of mine. He's well known to all of our team. Whenever any issue arises, we have any issue with any customer that we have to get any information out from, I'll use a certain name, say Eric. So everybody knows that, oh, no, you don't want to deal with Eric. It's either Eric is not there, or Eric is questioning why you have to go that length for that client. So, but it comes to a point that nobody wants to work with Eric. So, but when I joined the team, the first time I had an encounter with Eric, it was kind of a little messy. So I was talking in my team's meeting about Eric. Eric was, oh no, you don't want to deal with Eric. But I realized that I told my colleagues, and I'll get along with him. I'll figure him out. And eventually, I became friends with Eric, because my approach was, before I asked Eric about my issue or how to resolve the issue I'm having, I first talk to Eric about how is his day going, talk to him about sports a little bit, and he kind of opened up, and that kind of make him have some more comfortable approach to what I was going to ask of him. So that was the way I was able to get to Eric. And eventually I asked Eric, why are you always stiffened up? Why don't you loosen up a little bit? Then he told me that, Dara, I'm always working 24/7. So you need some time to rest, take a break. You can't kill yourself. After work, I get home, family time is busy, and I have to still jump on my other work gig as well. I didn't say that in the interview. So, but that is what I wouldn't say the other gig in the interviews. So, but I just cited what he does that kept him so cranky at work. So eventually, I was the go-to person to Eric, and we got along. Even though anybody from my team, if they need anything from Eric, it's okay, let Dara handle it. So we bonded and we formed a very good relationship.
Absolutely.
Thanks. So far, are we getting the idea? I mean, for the newbies, I know for those who have not really been into the IT world, you can't escape this kind of question that we ask because you work with a large team. Okay, so keep getting the idea and keep practicing. That was why I said watch a lot of videos on this behavioral questions, on different kind of interview. It just helps you to prep your mind. Okay. All right. I'm going to ask Femi. Okay. Medina. Pick any question from 1 to 5 on teamwork and answer.
Okay, tell me about a time you needed to get information from someone who wasn't very responsive. What did you do? Thank you. I had experience with a colleague sometimes back, about 2 years back, who needed 5 various forms of communication before she gets what needs to be done. And then this is the way I did it. I'll send an email, and then I'll send a text message, and then I'll call. Hi, Alex, this is Mehdi. I've sent an email to you over what we discussed yesterday. And then I sent a text as a reminder. That's why I'm calling. And then she says, thank you. I'll check my email. And that's how it's solved.
Good. All right.
Nice.
Okay. Now let's move to client facing. Now, these client facing, if you are going to be working with like different people in the team, gathering requirements, then the manager might be very, very interested in your client facing skills. Okay. Client facing skills mean, are you able to interact with users? Okay. Gather their requirements, know what they need, document what they need, and then develop their report for them. This is what this is all about. And also, if you are in a team, they want you to contribute. You know, they're having like teams session and they have issues. They want you to also come up with ideas or solutions. Don't just keep mute and be looking at them as they know it all. You are just there not doing anything. No, contribute. Look at the problem on the ground. Profile solution. Interact with them. You know, that's client facing. So this question here, please try and practice it. Okay. Your manager might want to know. They might ask you in your past project, do you interact with clients, with different clients? You know, tell me more about that. You know, it's just the same thing with this. For example, take Dada as your client now, and how do you face him? How do you ask him questions? Like Victor will always ask questions. You know, that's part of client facing. You ask them questions to clarify their requirement, what they need. You know, so this one is not just about the behavioral question, but it's also part of your day-to-day deliveries. You know, because you're gonna be meeting with people, interacting with people, talking with people. Okay, so here we are. Let's say by 9, I want everybody. We're gonna go around and practice this client facing. Try to like think how you will engage like a director. You are employed as a BI developer. You are working with this director. You know, a director is not just a nobody. It's a high level personnel. How do you engage them? How do you interact with them? You know, when they like throwing this volume of questions, describing all these big ideas, how do you like relate with it? Okay, so I want us to think. So let me start with this. Let me pick a question on client facing here. Any question? Any question on this so far?
So far, so good, sir.
Okay, so let me pick a question here. Maybe mini, number 9. Let me stick number 9. Describe a time when you had to interact with difficult clients. What was the situation and how did you handle it? This one here is very tough. I had this every day. So Joshua, please, I'm in the class, okay? Lower your voice. Now, I can relate with this with my normal daily experience. So I'll say in all of my projects, I've worked with difficult clients, and they are difficult in the sense that we always have data validation issue, where they want to understand the integrity of the data and the integrity of my reports. So once I get the requirement from this particular manager and develop the report, then the issue arose of data validation, and he was saying my aggregation is different from his aggregation, and he wanted to know how I'm arriving at my aggregation. So to be on the same page, I just asked him if he can kindly send me a copy of his reports. And I knew that his report would be in Excel. And when he sent me a copy of that report that he manually did, it was in Excel. So I look at his calculations, look at how he's pulling those data, and I look at my data, and I understood what the difference was. Now, he was extracting the data based on some segment of the organization, but I was building, I built my report at the enterprise level. So for me to arrive at the same level of aggregation that he have, I had to schedule a meeting with him to walk him through my report and show him how to work with my report. And I show him how to add or use those filters at my report to arrive at the segment which he was mostly interested in. And when I demonstrated that to him, he was okay, and the confidence of using my report, was now higher. Now, I did that because if I continue to build a report for different segments of the organization, I will end up having duplicate reports, in our server, and we can easily choke up our server space. So I thought it wise to build one report for the whole enterprise and pass in a role level security so anybody can use it and still get what they need without having to have multiple pieces of report everywhere. So that was how I handle him. The last time I checked the usage of the report, he was one of the top user of the report. That shows that he have confidence in my report. The data trust is now there. Simple. Okay. Now, Dada, how will you answer this same question based off of your experience?
For me, I believe you got my response. Your response, okay. I was thinking maybe I was going to take another question anyway, but I probably wouldn't have even answered it even better than the way you did. Almost, apparently almost the same way.
But how will you, from your experience, dealing with difficult customers? There are some old folks at work,
okay, yeah.
And you might have to work with them. They love Excel. They don't like newer tools, all those Tableau, Power BI, they don't like it because they are used to those old methods of analyzing data, Excel. So if you work with such people, it might be difficult to convince them to come to a new, more flexible, automated reporting. They love Excel, so
Okay.
such people can be one of those difficult clients. So go ahead, Dada.
Okay, well, I'll answer this question like this to say, okay, well, I've worked with several stakeholders, and some of them are difficult to work with, while some are also very, very Libra, and they're very good to work with anyway. But however, I remember in one of my previous projects, and whenever I build a report, I mean, there was this particular report that I built called a BitLocker encryption dashboard, and when I presented it, the data were not, tallying with whatever the client was also looking at. So, and we tried to look at those data at that, just to validate the data and all of that, but apparently it wasn't, matching. What I did was eventually try to understand what he was using. So he also shared some of his Excel worksheet with me. And when I look at it, then I had to go back to my data source and realize that, oh, the data that I was actually supposed to use apparently is being renamed from the database. So what I did was I was using almost a similar data, but not the updated one. So, which was the reason why we're having some of those, shortfall in those on the values of those what's on my report. So when I realized that, so I had to go back again and do my reconnection and all of that, then connect to the right data and all of that. And at the end of the day, my data was now tallying with his own and all of that, so and we were able to get that result and move forward.
That's it?
Right, yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's practice. If you have 40 minutes, let's practice this client facing. All of this, you can practice this on your own and just try to create answers. Just practice them on your own. So if you go out there, you are ready. Okay. It's very important for you to practice so you don't find yourself wanting in the event of that. But let's just practice on this. Let's start with Victor. Victor, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Which one?
Just pick any question from 6 to 10 and tell us how you will answer that. And for the newbies that will start interviewing soon, just listen. You can just listen to how they answer it. That might just be what you can remember and just use it. Okay. So don't try to not listen or get busy. Just listen. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Victor.
Okay, I'm trying to see the easiest one. When you're working with a large. Okay, well, let me just pick anyone. Tell me about the time when you made sure a customer was pleased with your service.
Okay.
I'll say thank you for the question. In my last project, there's this customer that the company normally do business with. He's one of the high stakeholder. So when I realized this, before starting on the project, I met him. I wanted to find out what he actually wanted. So we went through the requirement, and I did an easy what's it called now? I did a visualization just to make sure that what I'm working on is in line with what he wanted. So after doing that, I presented it to him to check and see if what I was doing was actually in line with what he was doing. So he said yes. So what I was doing was always trying to get feedback from him. at any stage when I develop any report, I'll take it to him so that he can go through and see. So I was able to do what he wanted at the end because I was always getting feedback from him.
Yeah, good. Okay, but try and practice them more because you're interviewing. A lot of times your first round interview, like 30 minutes, might just be like to get your experience and all that. But once you are facing the team, maybe your second and last interview, it might just be this question, just to get how you behave. All right, Yomi, your turn. Pick any question.
Let me chip in something to what Victor said.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, like if you listen to Paul many a times, like he handles so many projects at the same time, and it's one of the lessons I've seen, that he's so good at, handling different projects at the same time. He used to tell us that, okay, in some of his companies, they'll just give him data. You can also cite that one. They will not give him the requirements. That, okay, this is the data, come up with something. And in no time, like many other companies might give you like 2 weeks to come up with a sprint, or 3 weeks, like a month, right? And in 2 days, in 1 day, the job is done, sent back to the, to the director, and they don't critique, they approve it straight away. So such will make any director, anybody, to give you kudos. You can also cite that, right? Then also reduce waste, like, okay, if you are saying that, maybe to look at you forgot what you did, or you don't actually know what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I was making up stuff.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Yomi, you go.
Okay, thank you. I'll do question 10. When you're working with a large number of customers, it's tricky to deliver excellent service to them all. How do you go about prioritizing your customers' needs? Thank you so much for this question. What I do in situations like this, when I have a large number of customers, is first of all, I make notes and I make sure that I keep every customer abreast of what is going on. What I discovered is an issue with customers is not being carried along, not knowing what is going on with their projects, not knowing where you are, not knowing what is causing the delays. I know that some projects are not as profitable for the organization as some others are. So I try to, prioritize by looking at the client relationship we have with the relationship between the customers and the company, and the one that benefits the company the most. Like you have the 80-20 rule, where 20% of the clients bring in 80% of the business. I make sure that I attend to all those ones first. But while I'm lagging behind on the other customers, I make sure that I carry them along, letting them know that even though the progress is little, but something is going on their jobs. And as soon as I'm done with the high-end customers, I immediately see to it that all of their needs are satisfied.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now, this one also, this number 10, you might have, you will sure come across things like this when you are working on something, and then you just receive an email from some group of users saying one report is not refreshing, there's a data issue. And knowing that for them to send that email means they are using that report at that time, and you just have to respond back to them and say, okay, I'm on this, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And just go back to your server, check why the data is not refreshing. If the refresh fails, you can manually force the refresh. And once the refresh is done, check the data to make sure it's up to date. and then just send an email or say, okay, can you check now? Everything is okay, you know?
Can I check something? Hello?
Yeah, hello, yeah?
Yeah, the last minute I spoke. Sorry, I forgot your name. Yes. Excuse me, sorry. Like the question you answered, many a times, okay, let me ask this question. Who are the customer or who are the clients? Do you get my question? Who
No, I'm
are
not.
the customers or who are the clients?
Oh, well, I guess it would be either the people whose data I'm working with, or sometimes my team, I guess.
Yeah, the client could be internal or external. It could be your managers, it could be the product owner, it could be the directors, it could be even some members of your team. That is number one. Then number two, it is not your prerogative to determine if any project is profitable or not. Your job is to just analyze the data. So it is left for the management to decide which of them, like it is profitable, right? But like Lucky said, they might send you mail that, okay, this project is urgent. Imagine a solution whereby they need a project or a report on payroll, right? Whereby they need to make some certain payment to staff on Friday, and you are working on this project on Thursday. So, and if you don't complete this project, salary of people might be pending, or the salary might not be able to go, right? And you still have other projects in Jira that they have ticket. I mean, they give you ticket even before the payroll stuff comes in, and they send you an email, right? So since they know that, okay, they need to work on this on Friday, it is as urgent as anything. You can write your manager and like, okay, the HR department, they need so and stuff by this time, by this time tomorrow. For that reason, my boss told me to like work on this. Then you copy them on email. So like you saying, you follow the 820 rule, it doesn't work in analytics because that is not your level to decide which project is urgent or not. So that's my kind of suggestion.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, yes, we're all right. Okay, remember this question here, there's no right or wrong, but most companies, they are not like iron cast idea, you know. They allow you to like you know, okay, switch your job that you're working on based on urgent need or priority. But some people are just iron cast, they follow the sprint rules to the core. Every week you have to like release, even when they don't have no issue, they still keep creating ticket of we don't have no issue, just like that, you know. But again, once you start working, try to understand how things go within your team and just follow the flow. But again, the hardest part is starting this job. Once you start, you find out that it's easy. Once you understand the whole setting of your organization, a lot of those issues will say, okay, this is not working, that is working, is very easy. Okay, it's very easy. Most especially once you understand Tableau and how to quickly fix issue, is very easy. Okay, but Yomi, it's not like you are totally wrong. Some company they don't care. You know, they don't even follow the sprints of 2 weeks rules. Some follow it to the core. You know, your boss doesn't even care. All your boss cares. Sometimes your boss doesn't even care. All he cares, once he meets with you every week, you tell him, this is what you did, this is what you're working on, this is the challenge you have, and this is what you did. Okay, go ahead. He left you until next week again, till you guys meet again. Okay, so it could come in any way. All right?
So in this case then, how do you now go about prioritizing your customer needs? If it doesn't really matter, is it that you do?
I'm not saying
what
it doesn't
is
matter. I said in different organizations, there are different settings, okay? But your customer need, you have to prioritize it based on priority, okay? Okay, choose your store, please. You have to like base it based on priority. Which one is is mostly needed now. You know, which one we affect the business if it's not done now. You know, so you prioritize it that way. And if you are working on something before the customer is waiting, and you can say, okay, like Yomi said or Daniel said, you can send email to that person to say, okay, an urgent need just pop up. I'm working on that. It shouldn't take me 2, 3, 4 hours. Then I'll fall back on your own, and then just continue working. Sometimes even you don't even have to send email. I don't send email. I don't even communicate. I just go to what is wrong, fix it, and come back to what I'm doing. For me, I try to avoid going back and forth with my customers, except for my meeting or except for when I need to clarify some issues. I try as much as possible to avoid going back to my customers all the time. All I want to give them is the report, the finished product. Go and validate. If you have any issue, let me know. Simple.
Oh, so the one I said I met with the customer to discuss, and every little progress I made, I was making him aware. Is that a good answer to that?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Loki, can I say something, sir?
Yes.
I don't know if this works for you guys. I think the team of developers does not engage directly with the client. I think the product owner prioritize the product backlog, what needed to be done in the next sprint. I think if there's any interface for anything to be done with the team of developers, it has to do with the product owner. So I don't know if this one works in your team as well, because most developers does not engage with the client directly. It's either they talk to the product owner, and product owner talk to the Scrum Master, and they prioritize what they're going to be doing in the next sprint, and which take about 2 weeks, which I believe, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, let me answer this first. You can answer that. Yes. That is if you are following the software development lifecycle bar book, the book of knowledge. Like I said, a lot of companies don't follow those rules like that. They don't follow those iron cast rules. Do you understand? Like in my team, everybody is assigned to different stakeholders. You engage with them directly. You work with them directly. So they try to cut that middle level of Scrum Master, project manager. In my team, I've never worked with the project manager. The people I work with is like portfolio managers, but they are the report users. So they are the client themselves. They are the one using this data to like make decisions to like tell management, inform management of what the situation is or are. You get it? So that's why I said, once you start working, understand your company settings. Don't think, don't think this is how you read it in project management or business analysis, then that is how you done. Not really in the real life. In the real life, it's not really like that. But I've seen some company that they follow these iron cast rules. Only one I've seen so far, not in all the projects I've done, only one I've seen. But a lot of time it's not like that. Okay.
Like in my own case at NBC, they follow this kind of stupid rules, and it's really slowing stuff down. Even it also help company to cut down costs, because though the product owner could be there, but the Scrum Master actually is not even necessary. Okay, what is their job? They are just talking. They're not even the one analyzing the data. They're just like, okay, in between the developers and the directors. That's bullshit, because they have money they want to spend, right? But for me, I believe it's even better to even relate with the directors and the clients directly, so that you have clear understanding of the project you are working upon.
Yeah, like I said, again, once you start working, understand your team setting. Okay, that's the bottom line. Okay, all right, that's the bottom line. But
yes,
The only area where I've seen them follow these Scrum Masters is where they develop like softwares, like app or web. So those teams might need Scrum Masters and all that. But in our own software development, which is more into the reporting software side of it, you know, that might not be really okay. Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to send this out tonight. I'll send this out. Try and practice on your own. Practice, demonstrate it again. All what you need, try and use YouTube and look at a lot of interview procedures just to prep yourself. The reason why I'm stressing this is because I want you to, like, once you do at least 2, 3, 4 interviews, get the job quickly and move on. Okay. Once you practice and train yourself, you get there. A lot of the resources you need is available. Don't try to get everything at once before you start interviewing. What you've learned so far is enough for you to start now, okay? All right, then the other area I want us to work on, like in the next 30 minutes, is like setting up your job application portal, okay? LinkedIn is a good place. LinkedIn, Indeed, and Monster, okay? You can set up this Monster. And also some people use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is also a good place for you to put your resume, okay? But here is, I want you to start with LinkedIn. Set up your LinkedIn. Now there's something the Indians do. Who is this? I'm not available. So there's something the Indians do. They will build their LinkedIn formatted really nice, and all of their friends and family will follow them on LinkedIn and start saying they will validate their skills. And I've said this within my team before. Everybody try and follow yourself on LinkedIn.
Thank you very much. Is it possible that once they form their LinkedIn account, they send it to the WhatsApp group?
Yes,
So
you guys follow yourself, validate each other's skills. Take that time to set up your LinkedIn. See, I'm sorry. He's making so much noise. I'm sorry, class. So take our time, set up your LinkedIn. I prefer you have LinkedIn than to have Facebook. You understand? I prefer you have LinkedIn. I know a lot of us have our Facebook with all kinds of pictures and all that, but we are just really wasting time there, helping people to make money. But why don't you set up your LinkedIn? It's your career profile. You can even make friends on LinkedIn, but set it up. I'm not looking for any job right now, but sometimes I still come here to like create connection, meet with people, and because they keep asking me questions, like as you can see, all of these are people asking me, am I available? Am I available? Am I available? I'm just saying no. If I look at it, I'm saying no. You know, sometimes if I see some job that I feel this will just be easy job for me, I just take it. You know, for example, this one right here that says I'm looking for 100% remote Power BI tablet visualization. If I want to take, I'll just take this. You know, I'm not looking for anything full-time or anything. So try to set up your LinkedIn. You find out that job will be coming into your inbox without you having to apply.
So while we are talking about LinkedIn, please, what kind of work should we even pursue? Because there was one I saw, they were saying W2, and
if you are looking for a job, don't worry about the one that you W2 is. It means they pay you on they take out taxes before they pay you your money.
Okay.
Contract means like 1099 means they don't take out tax, they give you everything, then you be the one to pay government their tax at the end of the year, but they will report to government. Then corp to corp means if you have a company, then their company will pay your company. So they will still report it. So it's, that it doesn't matter. Anyone they want to do, just get it. So as far the money does not have W-2 written on it, your
Okay, so
paycheck will
this
not.
mean
Yeah.
the one all those recruiters are saying you should sign some papers, and they will be the person representing you. So they'll pay the money to the recruiter.
No, what those ones are doing, those are sourcing companies. What they do is a lot of companies don't really have the resources to source for skills. So they tell those IT recruiters to say, okay, we have this position to fill, submit your candidate. So if they pick their candidate, there's a way they do the contract. So that company will be paying you, but the company you're working for will also pay them some kind of percentage. And a lot of time, if they do contract to hire, they pay them that stipend. And once after you move to the company as full-time, their contract is over. So it could go either way.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. All right. So how many of us have our LinkedIn set up for the newbies? Nadia, do you have your LinkedIn set up?
I did. I actually did send you a request, but it's not all together. I was waiting for my resume.
Resume, okay.
Yes, but
Okay.
I will finish it by the end of tomorrow.
Okay, so do your resume, send it to me. Just enter the information that you have, send it to me. I will try and put some finishing touches, then you can upload that. All right.
Sir.
All right, because I want by Thursday, part of the things that we're going to do is to like spread our resume, show you how to spread your resume and how to set up job notification, where if there's any job that matches your position, LinkedIn will just alert you and you can just quickly apply within 1 minute. You put in there. Okay, the reason for that is when a company posts a position and they say, okay, they don't have the time to go through hundreds of resumes, they set up their software to say, okay, once we've received 50 qualified candidates that beat these AI settings, stop accepting application. But you will not know. Once that 50 is the software see 50 qualified candidates, every other resume will just go to trash, delete. You won't see it. So, but once you set up that notification and you download the app on your phone, once the job comes in, you can just quickly put in your own resume there. And a lot of time, there are some jobs on LinkedIn that nobody's even applying to. Nobody's applying to. I give you an instance. When I first started, I was doing a job with Church's Chicken. And the day I resumed, I went on my LinkedIn and I just posted, I've gotten a job with George's Chicken. So people were saying, oh, congratulations. So this lady sent me an email to say that, oh, congratulations, that she's also looking for a BI developer. If I know anybody, I should refer them to her. So I went to Church's Chicken. 2 weeks into my job, the company realized that their budget was not approved for that project. So they have to like cut the whole contract short. But I ate a whole lot of chicken there and it tastes good. So I moved on. So I remember that this lady told me that she was looking for a BI developer. Imagine after 2 weeks, and I reached back to her to say, okay, my contract was ended because the company doesn't have the budget. I'm still available for this BI job. She said, okay, you believe the very next day I interviewed with the hiring manager. The following week, I started with CNN. So imagine for 2 weeks, nobody applied for that job. So sometimes you might just want to like, and if you know how to like search, okay, you see some job have like 100 applications, 50 applications, don't let that one deter you. That is why I said your resume, just keep it, try to enter enough skills. Where is it? Leave it this way and just try to enter enough skills here. This one will always cater to those AI, because when the AI scan this resume, it sees a whole lot of skills here, then it pushes you over, it just give you one leg advantage. Okay? Any question? So please, if you haven't set this up now, okay? And let's spend the next 16 minutes to work on our resume. Medina, did you send me your resume? I know you were working on it.
Yes, I sent it. I sent it on Sunday.
Okay, I'll check that. Okay, now if you have your resume, do you have your LinkedIn set up?
I have an old LinkedIn that I'll just try to check my login detail and
Okay,
then I'll update it. Yeah.
Okay, update it. Take our time to set it up. So let's work on that by tomorrow. Everybody work on that. Set it up. Then also go on your Indeed. Set it up. Indeed is a good place to get good job. Okay, set it up. Then you can, if you have time, do Monster and Zip. Just stay with LinkedIn and Indeed. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any question? All right. So now, this is how to program your LinkedIn to notify you, and this is how I search for job. Okay. For example, if you look at my stuff here now, you can see that it has given me a whole lot of alerts. Tableau developer remote, Tableau developer. You can just see just remote BI. It's just giving me a whole lot of alerts. 4 jobs, 1 jobs. You know. So how do I do that? It's very simple actually to do it. I use different search headings. For example, I can start with Tableau developer. Just type in there. It's going to give me a whole lot of jobs that have Tableau in them. Then once you search, you see on top here, this little icon here will pop up. So it's not going to be on green. So if you want to keep this search on, you can just click on this green check mark here, alert. Actually, let me search with a new field. Oh, I'm so sorry. Now, let me search with something new here. Tableau.
Say SQL developer, let's see.
No, I'm not a SQL developer. So Tableau reporting, report analyst. Let me just use this one for now. And I click OK. Search. So now you see that because I've not had this, so it's just giving me, it's not asking me if I want to set this as an alert. Okay. I'll just click on this icon. So now I can just look down here and start looking at all of this. I can also do, sometimes I just use remote, you know. I'll click search. Now here it's going to give you all of the remote job here. And I can just click search here. So I try to filter them because there are so many jobs in Tableau. And companies, most times they don't always use Tableau developer, BI developer or something. They just dump it in here. So, but you have to be able to like search and get what you need. Okay, so right here now, and this is just my remote developer. So I have to like search, okay, which one has Tableau here? Senior retail analyst. I can click on this just to view the details. Oh, sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. I can click on, I think on this. Okay, yeah, just click on that link. It's going to open here. I'll just scroll down to look at the requirement, the required skills here. Mining, data, blah, blah, blah. What I'm looking for is Tableau. So here, I didn't see no Tableau here. So this one is not for me. I don't want to waste my time. Okay. Because I don't want to apply and start asking some kind of question about some kind of tools like advanced SQL and all that. You know, this is not for me. Oh, they have Tableau in here, intermediate, advanced, but you can tell this one is more of statistics. If you want to apply, it's okay. If you click on apply, either it take you to their website or you just do like easy clicking. All right. So I just use like filter down. I have so many heading that I'm using. BI, Tableau, for example.
Okay.
Yeah.
That place where you put a remote earlier, I'm thinking maybe you should have put the remote on the where you have United States. You take out the United States, you put
Yeah, you can do that. Again, remember, I'm trying to set different search criteria and set my alert. So anyone that the system sees, send them to me. I'm trying to filter down. Now here, like this one now, I say Tableau developer. And I want to say I only want remote. I can remove this US here and just type in remote here. And I click search. So you're going to give me all of the BI Tableau that has remote. And I can also set this as an alert. And if you look at all of this place, this one is, if you want to apply for this, you can apply senior developer. Pay is good. Now, this one has only 9 applicants. What does it tell you? You have a greater chance here. This one has 5 applicants. This one has 3 applicants. Okay, this one is, Salesforce. So just search and then start applying. Just start applying. Do you get it? I don't want to apply for any job. That's why I'm not trying to let me know apply. I'm good. Any question on this?
No.
Okay. Then if you go to Indeed as well, I can now move this thing away. If you go to Indeed and am I signing here? Yeah, okay, I'm signing. The same thing still apply. If I just put remote and I didn't put any search word here and I click search, what this does, it's going to give me all of the remote job that are available for me to apply. So I can just like filter down and look down and search for what I want. Okay, or I can come here right now. I can just put in Tableau. For example, click search. And it's going to give me all of this. So where do you set that link for Indeed? Used to be on top somewhere here.
What are you looking for?
How to save your search so it will always alert you when you have some new match. It used to be up here. Just like we did in LinkedIn, this alert to always alert you. Indeed has it before. It used to be somewhere up here. Let me see. Telecom data visualization. If I click on this,
can you close the one on the right hand side that says the app? Maybe
this one here.
No, to the top right. Top right.
Top right.
Or minimize it, yeah.
Minimize.
No, not that one.
This one.
Oh, sorry. I think it's from my side. Sorry, I've seen it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me say I want to apply for this, and I want to save this my search. For LinkedIn, it used to be somewhere here. I don't know if
when you apply for, after you finish applying, it will now ask you, do you want?
Okay.
So you can answer you want something like this. For example, again, when you have this telecommunication data visualization,
can apply now. Let's see.
That's a love button. You can click on it, so it will tell you that.
Which one?
No, before you click that apply, if you go back, see beside that apply now, that one. So it means you love it. It means that whenever they have something like this, they will notify you.
Really?
You want to click that love.
But there has to be a link where you can just click. hold on. Let me see if it's after this one here. Let me try to apply for this. Go. How many years of telecom here? Again, don't mind it. I just put 10 here. How many years of experience here? I even have 5G. We started 5G, right? 10 years.
Yes, sir.
And optional, I'll click continue. I just want to see enter most recent, continue. And sign up for job feed me, get daily job. Okay, so here, once you want to submit, once you apply for the job and you want to submit, you see the button here, they put it here. Then I say, get daily new job based on your preference, profile, and activity on Indeed. If I click this one on now, so whenever there is a new job that matches this criteria, Indeed will be sending them to me on your phone, or in your email. I don't know, submit this because I'm not looking for any, so let me close this.
Sir, it's Nadia. I do have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The part when you're filling this application where it says optional. So is it ideal to answer it just in case you want to sell yourself more?
Yeah, if you have time, if you feel you can give it to them, give it to them. But all of those information they will get it from your resume. Like them asking you your most recent employment is on your resume. That's what they put in the optional. But if you want to put it, no, it doesn't have to put it there.
Okay. Thank you.
I know. So the same search criteria, you can put BI developer and search. This will give you all of the BI developer, or you can even say BI developer Tableau. Just try to. I'll set just a document I have of different titles that company use to post their job. It's on my email somewhere in my desktop. Some can say they want report developer. Okay, is the same. Okay, some can say they want a data analyst. Is the same. Okay, some can say they want data developer. Is the same. So different criteria. All right, don't just try to limit yourself to Tableau developer for search. As long as you see Tableau here, and just apply, give it your best, and let them decide the rest. Okay. Any question on that? So I expect by tomorrow, before our last class, everybody set up your Indeed, format it, look good, and then we're going to add ourselves, and you can even put that you all work with my company. It doesn't matter. Actually, you work because you all work together in this class. Okay, so it's part of your experience. All right, and just validate each other's skills. All right, let's build our community the same way the Indians build their community, and today they are the best in our IT. All right.
So I can actually say I'm working for you presently now.
Only for that you'll be paying me 500 every month for using me.
Hey.
You can use. You can say.
Okay,
can say that.
Okay, I will update it now. Say to present.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Any question on this?
Thank you.
Any question?
No.
Okay. All right. Let me close this. Lastly, what I wanted to public. So this will be like your project, okay? As we round up here. So this is not for everybody, but the ODBs, if you want to like participate in this, you can. Okay, for like Nadia, Mr. Dara, Yomi, Medina, Bola, the newbies, you will all pick a data set from here. Okay? Pick any random data set here. Okay? You will tell us what the data is about. Just write like 2-3 sentences of what the data is about and what you intend to do with the data, and then build a report off of that data. Okay? You can build, your report can have like 2 pages, 2 dashboards. You can have 1 dashboard, but you have to look at the data. Okay, tell us what the data is all about. And if you look at most of these data set here, you see that they're giving you some description. Don't copy what is here. I want you to like look at the data, use what is here to kind of understand the data and develop your own reports. Now, you don't have to submit this on Thursday, but do it neatly, because this will be your project in your portfolio, and you can use that to do your interview to showcase your skills. All right, but let's do this at least. Let's submit this by at least weekends. So the OBIs are going to critique your report. If your report is shabby, they will tear it down. They will tear it down to say no, this is not acceptable. But give it your best shot. Okay, and one of the ways to get resources. Okay, I've shared this with us before. Last year, I was in Mexico for my vacation, and they called me for this good gig, like 6 months. It was like 4-month contracts. The company is in California, and the pay was good, 75 an hour pay. I was like, ooh, I'll give it a shot. So what the person did, after my first interview, they just sent me a data set. It's okay. And they give me a whole long list of requirements. And they said, look at this requirement and develop this report and give to us. I'm like, what? I'm here, in Mexico to enjoy myself. Will I start battling with this data that I have to submit for the next 2 days? I said, no. So what I did, I came to LinkedIn, and I know for them to ask of that data, somebody somewhere might have done might have worked with that data set and put on Tableau Public. So I came here and I searched with the name of that data set. Let's say for example, this data set here, you want to work with this FIFA World Cup match. Okay, let's assume this was what I was given. So I came here to this search here, and I searched for that data set for the report. Now I can see that there are over 10,000 Vs of people who have worked with this data set. So what I did in Mexico was I was looking up for the best of those visualization. And I came across one that did exactly what they were asking for. Probably that person have worked with that organization before, and it's no longer there. I don't know, but exactly the same thing. So what I did was I just downloaded that report that the person worked on. I just changed the color code because the person was using like blue something. I just used mine as green, red. And I sent it to the HR. I said, okay, I'm done with this. See you guys on my last interview. And they love it. They love it. And imagine, I don't know how many people they interviewed, but I was the only person they interviewed for the second phase. And I did that job for like 6 months. The money was good, cool, very, very good. So why am I saying this? So whatever data that you want to work with here, don't go download and send to us, because we will know. That's number one reason why I'm sharing this with you. But you can go to, let's say you decide to work with this data, you can go on Tableau Public and find out what somebody else have done and just try to understand what you're working with. What you can view this and say, okay, this is what this person did. You can download the report and see some of his calculation. How did he do this? All of these are just image. Okay, see, just started, nothing there. all of these are just image or as well, but they kind of link it with the data and just see what the person did. And you can download these to like look at the data and do something more specific, you know. Like
the guy is even very biased. They didn't
Why?
have any World Cup on Africa.
Africa has never won World Cup now.
Uh-huh.
They have never won World Cup.
FIFA World Cup matches, did not say those are winning.
You know, what he's doing is showcasing who have won World Cup as at this date. So as at who won the World Cup 2014 is Germany.
Yeah, the guy is right, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 2010 is Spain. So
Yeah.
all of this here are
no,
just
those things
image.
are-
So this one here is just floating. It's
Be-
floating.
Before Africa could win World Cup, Jesus Christ will have come back the second
It's a
time.
lie. It's a lie.
There won't be that the chance won't be there anymore.
So you can see that even this filter here is only working on this. So it does not apply to everything. It's only working on only this one here. So you can follow what this guy did. And again, there are whole tons of reports. This will help you know how to like source for resources online. Because everything you need to succeed on the job is already there. It is online. Okay. Any question? How do I get rid of this? Now, if you look at this, where is it? This global sports. Yeah. This global sport here, I said, this was one they gave to Ejiro to do one of our stuff. And the report he developed is still the best I've seen here on Tableau Public in terms of analysis. You know, if you come here right now and you type in global sport here, enter. So you know, see a lot of people have developed a whole lot of reports on global sports. So this one is mine. You know, I have 157 view. Okay, good. This one here that have over 2,000 view. Probably this person have done his report since when? Okay, updated this period, but he did it in 2016. But to me, this is not, no, for me, as a manager, I won't take this report. I'll tear it down, you know. But if you look at what Ejiro did, then let's look at mine here. This is the best I've seen so far. I'm not trying to praise her, but this is the best in terms of analysis so far. So, but you can also do better, and you know, you can copy this. You know, it's up to you. Any question on your project, especially for the newbies?
I wish Ejiro was here. I would have asked her to explain that analysis trend.
We have done this in the class before.
Oh,
You know, you can as well ask Prof.
Maybe I wasn't there.
No, you were there. Maybe
statistic trend. That statistic trend, eh?
This one here.
No, the last one. Sorry. Yes, this particular page.
Okay, you give it a try.
Okay, I have to. Okay. Let me see. Okay.
Okay, let's start from
layers, right? Okay. This one on this close to the 60 million salary, they are hard layers, right? Then the one that falls within this line, they are the normal range salary on salary and endorsement. But
remember, scatter plot is used to compare two measures.
Yes. So is salary of players? Is this salary of players?
Salary of players and their endorsement.
Endorsement.
So we are comparing salary to endorsement and see where these players fall in between these two. So you can see that majority of the player are concentrated. Scatter plot is used to like do what is it called now? What is it called in statistics?
Statistical analysis.
No. Cluster analysis. cluster. How are things, how are some measures clustered together? So for example, salary and endorsement, majority of the player falls within this range of salary and endorsement. It just shows that majority of the player earn around 40 million and their endorsement is around 5 million.
5 million. Okay.
So this is the cluster. So they're all clustered here.
So
And
is he also saying that as the endorsement increases, as the amount for the endorsement increases, the salary reduces?
no. We just want to see. Go ahead, Dada.
No, go ahead. Okay, I wanted to say that when you're done, I'll say something.
We are trying to look at how those players compare in terms of this endorsement and salary. So here we see that only one player earned around 55 million in endorsements here. But if you look at his salary here, his salary is very low. It's below 1 million. So you can see. But it's any in terms of endorsement.
Yeah, that's what
The
I'm
good way.
saying.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that the more endorsement you have, your salary will decrease.
Reducing.
No, it
Okay.
doesn't mean that one, because in sports they don't pay you by your endorsement and your salary. No,
Okay.
it just shows that there's a player who does not earn as much as the other players, but is making more in terms of endorsement.
Okay.
Now, for you to understand this, you have to start from the beginning, because this is a story on its own.
Okay.
This is a story, and you just keep on going until you reach the end. Okay.
Okay. But this other one below.
This
what-
one is a whisker plot. Is again, these are statistics charts.
Okay.
You know.
Hmm.
You know.
But for the sake of interview, it's better to use something simpler. You know, if you're not that good like Prof, you know, it's better to like stay within something that you can easily explain.
Yes.
Because most people, if I thought you even explain this to them, they might not even understand.
Understand. Okay, true.
Yeah. So it's better to stay within something that is very simple and concise, that will portray you, like a sharply.
Okay. Okay. Thank
You
you.
know. Now, if you want to use this for your interview, okay, I will show you how to like use this. But Ejiro developed this so that she can really stand out in her interview, and that was what she did. She stood out with this. So this she told the story with this visualization. Okay, and maybe should we redo this in class? Maybe on Thursday I can show you guys some. There's a video on this anyway. There's a video, so I can share you guys
I wasn't in class when they
the
did
link
this.
to the video, and then you can go do it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But it's nothing crazy, just a way of telling story. All right.
Okay.
Any question on your assignment? Any question? So are we all good?
If Dada wants to show his own, I would like it.
Which one?
Okay, Dada,
The
go
last
ahead.
assignment.
Show which one?
The last assignment.
Victor. They
Yeah.
said only Moshe, I should do my
You know,
own.
say you are my brother now.
I know, but I didn't do it.
Okay, this one is
somebody
Dada's
said they
own
were
as
going
well.
to show something, talk about something today. I forgot. They said they were going to, so that we can help with this at the beginning of the class. Okay, maybe I forgot.
Was it Yummy?
Do your own assignment, okay?
Either Yomi or so, I can't remember.
Okay. All right. So try and get all of this done. Now, you guys might need to like, you see Jiro have the same, you can see Dada here as well, you know. So, but if you want to like use the same dashboard for somebody, try to like just change a little bit of thing, like the color coding, so it doesn't look. So here I can see Samsi, I can see Dada. you'll be asking question, are these people twin or are they the same?
May I come in, Prof?
We're in the same class.
I have used this in 2 interviews. I used this in 2 interviews, and it was awesome.
Yeah, so, but for those of you, for the newbies, if you want to use this for your interview, then we will show you how to like, it's actually very simple, okay? This is like a very good report to like just focus your interview without having to cram anything.
Prof, I think for the sake of the class, we can do it on the final day if you have time, you know. We can
Okay, so if you want to use this, just read everything on this note here. Just read this for a start, read this, and then demonstrate the dashboard. Go to the next one. There's a hint that the recruiter will not see, but only you can see it. Okay, and if you come to the statistical analysis here, you can see there's a hint here. Just read it and then demonstrate what this can do. Okay, it's very simple to use, but maybe on Thursday, I can show you guys this. But having said that, your assignment is still very, very important. Do it.
So you say you do have the video, right?
Yeah, we have the video. Everything is
Okay.
already, yeah, we have the video. Let me see. If I don't have the video, then I will see. I have the video. I will look for it. I'm not sure it's here, but we have the video.
2021 Global Sports.
Where is it? Oh, yeah, this one here. It's right here. Global Sports. Yeah. Yeah, 523. So where are the rest of the video? Okay, but yeah, check this video. Maybe if I'm not sure we finish it at once, but I'll check it if there's any.
So I have a question. What
Yeah.
if we decide to do global sports, like the assignment you want us to do?
Go ahead and do it. Just come up with new ways. You know, if you want to improve on what we have right now, then go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not saying don't use it, but use it. You know, there's a good visualization for this, what's it called now? This CO2 emission. This Mike Erenenko did a very good viz on this. So if you want to do this also, you can go to Udemy.
Kiri Eremenko.
Yeah, Kiri Eremenko. It's one of the guys that really helped me out. You know, I attended one of his conference here in the US. You know, so if you come here and just type in Tableau, for example, you see this. Oh, no, it's called Kirill Eremenko. You know, this cost is like $120, but it's now on sale for $18. You know, if you want to buy this, you can. Or if you want to use I have the videos. Then you can also let me know. I'll share my key with you for you to use. But it doesn't hurt for you to have your own. Okay. Any question? Any question? Okay, so try and work on your LinkedIn, Indeed, and then hopefully by Thursday, the new base, your profile should be fully ready, and we can start training the our resume to apply. Then after Thursday, I have a class I've not finalized yet with the people I'm going that want me to train them, you know. But I'll let everybody know. Whoever wants to join can join. It's purely optional. But I'm not sure yet. Okay. Then let's assume that didn't take place. For the newbies, if you want me to be sending you like assignment every week, you do it and publish on the server and just put the link on the group. I will check and critique for you. You've known how to use Tableau, but now you need to like master how to build different reports, how to do some kind of tricks, in Tableau, get your hands in the real life experience. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. So I'll see you.
Sorry,
Yeah.
excuse me, sorry. That
Yeah.
Zikiri, whatever, how come yours is saying $18 and I just checked here, it's saying how much is it? 108, 100, 120.
Yeah,
Share your screen. Share your screen quickly.
Okay, let me share.
Now let me stop sharing.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, you saying it?
Maybe they just, they did Cyber Monday or Cyber whatever it is.
Yes. Try plan.
Can you refresh?
You saying it?
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Refresh your page first.
Yeah, I just did now.
Sure.
Okay. So let me refresh mine. Now, maybe you guys live in Boston are so rich, so they don't want to give you guys discount.
Amen.
But what you can do, you can close out and try it like in the morning.
No,
Okay.
no, if you want it,
I just
Victor,
actually logged in.
if you want it today, right?
Are you new to Udemy?
No. I've bought
Mine here is
before.
showing, I still have 8 hours left before this
Okay,
goes
so
away.
Victor, if you want it today, you can have Lucky buy it for you as a gift. Then you can send him the money. So there's a
Okay.
place I say give this course. So you just buy it for you and send it to
Okay.
your
Okay.
email right now. So
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Share this course.
where you say buy this
Yes.
Where is
course.
it?
I mean,
I
gift.
No,
I can do that.
because I already have it already. So it's telling me to go to my course. But let me see.
You can give.
Yeah, I can.
Gift here.
Let me stop sharing, right?
Recipient name, message. Okay, I have seen it. So I can buy and for you and share with you as a gift. Let me stop you from
Okay.
sharing.
Let me stop.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll send you the money.
I know. So you can see says name John Doe, this email. When will you want to send this gift today? Optional, then I can just proceed. Yeah, I can do that.
So
But again,
I'll send.
utilize a lot of the. I expect a lot of you to be utilizing some of these free courses here. Where is the price? I think am I not logged in? Show more.
That's strange, eh? How come these people furnish?
Okay,
No,
because
actually, sorry, sir. I actually went there after you told us to do it, and the price wasn't there. I don't know if they took it away this Black
no,
Friday.
I think because they are doing sales, they might hide that. They might hide it because of the Black Friday sales. Because normally it's
I
always
think
here.
today is what
Let me.
something Monday. What do they call it again? They do something on Monday, like
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
That have passed already. Really, today is Tuesday. No.
No, let me try it and open this up in another browser. Because sometimes these companies there's a way they track your activities on your browser, so you need it and they start hiking the price. So they might hike the price for you, and for somebody else the price is cheaper. Yeah, because they kind of track your activity, see that you're going back and forth there, so they know you need it. It's still picking up my. Yeah, it's still picking up my stuff.
I know what to do. I will change I'm going to change my date on my computer and see.
Yeah. Okay.
28.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. No, but if that doesn't work, let me know.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Now, whenever you see those free courses, whether you are ready to take them or not, just sign up for those free courses. Let them be in your learning. So once you sign up, it's going to be here, whether you've done it or not. Whenever you are ready, you can now come back to it. There's some courses I've purchased here that I've not even had time to even go through them, because they were somewhere like $8, $9. So I just purchased them and and leave them here. See the Star Blue for fundamental. This one was free. You can see I just signed up, but I've not even started. I've not even started. So when you see those opportunities, just buy it for your learning sake. You don't have to wait until you need it. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. Any other question before we say good night? All right. So I'll see you all on Thursday. And if you finish with your resume, just email it to me and I will get back to you at my earliest convenience. All right. You have a good night and see you
Good
Thursday.
night.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Good night, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Good night.